Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for joining this session. Please note, I'm not your mentor, and today I would be briefing you about what exactly will happen in the 2 months of your internship. I will talk about the timeline, the do's and don'ts, and the basic structure of the internship. All right. So let's start. My agenda for today is to brief you about all the things I just mentioned. So this is a common session and not specific to your course. This session is common for all courses, just to brief you about what exactly will happen during the internship. So if you have any doubts, please feel free to post it in the chat box in the end of the session. Also, I would be sharing a lot of important email IDs and phone numbers and certain instructions. Do make it a point that you note all this down. So as I said, I will be familiarizing you with the process and timeline. I will be talking about certain do's and certain don'ts which you have to follow. And I will be familiarizing you with the learning management system, which is the LMS. And I'll talk about projects, notes, and attendance policy, and also how you can contact us should you have any doubts. So these are the things I would be discussing in brief. So I think all of you are aware that the tentative timeline of the internship is 2 months. Again, this may vary depending on the course you have chosen. Most of the courses are for a period of 2 months, and some of them are for a period of 3 months. So I would just give a brief tentative timeline. So when I say tentative, this will not, it might not strictly adhere to this, your internship, based on your curriculum and the pace of the course. Maybe there'll be a little bit of difference. So this tentative timeline is that in the first month, that is week 1 to week 5, your classes will go on. I'm fairly certain that all of you have got the agenda by now. You would have received an email from onboarding@verzeo.com, which holds your agenda. Agenda is the timetable which will be followed for your course. Okay, so you have a tentative agenda, that is what topic will be covered on what day and the date of the class along with the timing. So this will be followed on most days. Maybe sometimes classes get cancelled due to unavoidable circumstances. In that case, it will be rescheduled and we will intimate you. But otherwise, we will be strictly following the agenda which has been shared with you already. Okay, so those of you who have not yet seen the agenda, please check for mails from onboarding@verzeo.com and you should be able to find it. By chance you have not received it, do not worry. We would be sending it out in a period of 2 to 3 days. Or you can also go to your LMS portal, that is learn.verzeo.in, and check the agenda there. I will talk about LMS in brief in the coming slides, but I just wanted to mention the point here that you can find the agenda in your email. We have already sent it out via email. If you have not received, you will get it in 2 to 3 days, or you can also go and check it in the LMS by tomorrow. All right. So that's about the first month of the internship. In the second month, so since you guys are in the May batch, so somewhere around the 15th of June, you would be given a minor project. Okay. Now the classes will still go on in the second month. Classes will be going on parallelly with the projects. So it's something like both in both the months you'll have classes, but in month 2, a lot of other things will go on simultaneously. That is your projects. Okay, so somewhere around the 15th of June, you should receive the minor project. All right, and you will be given a week to complete that. And once that is done, you will be getting the major project. So somewhere around the end of June, so 25th to 30th June, you would be receiving your major project. Okay. Once you have submitted the projects, that's week 9 to 10. So again, like I said, in the end of June, we would be evaluating your project submission. And once the evaluation is done, we will issue the certificates. All right. Please note, certificates will only be given to students who have submitted the project. So if you do not submit the project, please do not expect us to issue the certificates. All right. Let me go through this once again. The tentative timeline is the first month you will just have classes. All right. And in the second month, the mid of the second month specifically, you would get the minor projects. And after that, you will get the major project. Once you submit the projects, we will be evaluating it and releasing the certificates only to those who have submitted the projects. I hope that's clear. So you might have a question if, where the classes will go on. Like this session is held on YouTube. Don't worry, the coming classes will not be on YouTube. It will all be held over Zoom. All right. So please make it a point that you all have installed the Zoom app on your device, whichever is the device you're using. Please install the Zoom application and then create your account on Zoom. Okay. Using the registered email ID, which you have given to Verzeo while registering, use that email ID and create an account. Unless you create an account, you will not be able to join any class. So you will be facing issues later, which might hamper your progress in the internship. So please make it a point that you go back today itself and create your Zoom account using your registered email ID. In case you don't know how to create the account, check the mails we have already sent out. We have sent out all the guidelines on how to install Zoom and create your account from onboarding@verzeo.com. You can check that, or if you're still not able to figure out, please check out some YouTube video and install Zoom and create your account. And once you're created, stay logged into the account so that you do not have any issue with joining the class. All right. Yeah. So for every class, we will be sending out a link 12 to 24 hours before every session. Okay. So you'll get a fresh link before every class. So say your class is on the 8th of May. The mail for that will be typically sent on around 7 to 8 p.m. on 7th. Okay. So you'll be receiving a day prior. Classes on 8th, you will receive the mail on 7th by the night of the 7th. Okay. So you will get a fresh link every time. What you have to do is the link, you will have a button called connect to class. You just have to click on that. Now for this to work, you will have to be logged into your Zoom account. Like I mentioned in the previous point, you have to create your Zoom account and log into the account. Only then you'll be able to connect to class. We will not be giving you any meeting ID or password. Make a note of that. Please do not, panic or send us mails saying, I did not get the meeting ID and password. You do not need it if you have created your account and logged into it. So we'll only send the class link, which you have to click and join the class. All right. So the class mails also will be sent to you from onboarding@verzeo.com. Okay. And the classes will be held as per the agenda, which has been sent to you. You have to join all the sessions using your registered email ID, which is why I said you have to create your Zoom account using your registered email ID. Otherwise, your attendance will not be considered. So say you have registered with us from email ID xyz@gmail.com. But if you join the class using abc@gmail.com, we will not be able to figure out who you are and give you the attendance. All right. So we track your attendance using your email ID. So unless you have joined with your registered email ID, you will not get the attendance. Please be mindful of that. And also during the sessions, your mic and camera must be off. We by default will turn off your mic. You will not be able to unmute yourself because it will cause a distraction in the class and the mentor will not be able to, go through the class smoothly. So we will be keeping the mics and cameras off by default. If you have any doubt, you have to post it in the chat box and the mentor will definitely take it up towards the end of the session. In case it's not answered even in the session, you can drop a mail to support@verzeo.com. I'll be talking about that further. But yeah, any doubt you have, post it in the chat box or drop a mail to support@verzeo.com. All right. Yeah, some do's and don'ts to follow during the internship is as follows. You have to join the sessions on time. So the class mail which will be sent to you, the date and timing will be mentioned. Check the date and time properly and make sure you join the class on time. So say, you just join for 5 minutes or something, then your attendance will be hampered. You have to make sure you are there throughout the class to get proper attendance. Okay. Don't expect that you'll join the last 1 or 2 minutes and you will get attendance. That's not how it works. Make sure you do attend the whole of the session. All right. And again, as I mentioned, you have to join with your registered email ID. And yeah, any project or assignment which is given to you will have certain deadlines. Try to make sure to the best possible that you stick to the deadlines given. Okay. In case of any unavoidable circumstance, I'll tell you what has to be done. But as far as possible, to try to stick to the deadlines given. Okay. And yeah, if you have any doubts in the class, that is Zoom classes, if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the chat box. You can also raise your hand and the mentor will help you out. Also, the major project, the one I mentioned, you have two projects, minor and major. The major project is a group project, and all of you must actively participate in the group project. Okay. And yeah, a certain don'ts, you are strictly prohibited from doing any of these. You cannot talk to each other during the classes. You cannot share any personal details with each other. That's strictly forbidden. You cannot turn on your mic or camera and create a nuisance in the class. You can also not create any kind of social media. Okay, this is a very, very important point, guys. You cannot create any kind of social media group, be it WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, whatever. You cannot create any kind of social media group for any kind of discussions. We will be creating a Google Classroom for your major project and we will be sending out the invite. Other than that, you cannot do anything. Okay. And also, you cannot endorse any brand or any kind of advertisement is not allowed on our platforms. Please be mindful of that. I'll once again repeat, no kind of WhatsApp group, no kind of Telegram, Instagram, any kind of group, not allowed, strictly forbidden. Okay, do not indulge in such behavior or you might face severe repercussions. So yeah, please be careful of that. Yeah, about the learning management system, the LMS. I hope all of you have created your accounts already on learn.verzeo.in. Those of you who haven't, please make sure you go to learn.verzeo.in. Again, guys, some of you confuse it for learn.verzeo.com. That domain is not functional. Please go to learn.verzeo.in, not .com. Okay, it's learn.verzeo.in. You can go here and watch the recorded sessions. Yeah. So the point of the learning management system is that, sometimes you might miss out on some classes or later on towards the course, you want to revisit some old video. So what we do is within 24 hours of each session, we will be uploading the recording of that session on LMS. Okay. And you can revisit it and watch. Now, the LMS access is valid only for 6 months. Okay, so that's starting in May. By October or November, the access will be gone. So make sure you watch the videos by then. You cannot come back later and ask that, I did not watch the recordings. Please give back the access. Will not be able to do that. You have to watch the videos within 6 months and complete it. Okay, LMS access is only valid for 6 months. Okay, and yeah, most of you would have already got the access. Those of you who have created the account must be able to see the course on your dashboard. In case you cannot, please wait for 2 to 3 days. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Those of you who have paid, only the ones who have paid will be able to see the course. Unless you have completed your payment, you will not be able to see the course. So see to it that those of you who have not paid, complete the payment at the earliest possible. The access will be given once you have paid. And in case you have paid and not got the access, do not worry. We are in the process of enrolling each and every one of you in the courses. So you should get it within a day or two. Okay. Yes, about the attendance policy. There are certain benefits to maintaining good attendance. All right. So we highly suggest that you maintain an attendance percentage above 80%. So what would happen if you have an attendance above 80% is that if you take up another course with Verzeo, then you would be getting a certain amount of discount on that second course, provided you have attendance over 80%. And students who have attendance above 90% will receive a free course from our end to enhance their portfolio, where you'll be taught a little bit about personality development and resume building. And we'll also be referring you to our partner companies if you have an attendance above 90%. Now, this is not something which is guaranteed. We'll just refer you. And if there's any opening which matches your profile, they will get in touch with you. Okay. Yeah, notes and assignments. So the mentor will be sharing some notes during the classes. You will be able to see it in the chat box, and you can copy that link and use it for your future reference. But in case you have missed it, do not worry. We will be emailing it out to you, each and every one of you, from event@verzeo.com. Now, suppose your class is tomorrow and the mentor has shared some notes. Don't start mailing us on the 7th asking for the notes. We will be sending out the notes to everyone in due time. So somewhere around 15th to 20th of May, you will be receiving all the notes which have been shared by the mentors. Okay. So please be patient. Everything which has to be sent from our end will definitely be sent out to you. All you have to do is make sure you check your mails thoroughly every time. Okay. Check out all your inbox, your inbox, your promotions folder, spam, everything, because sometimes mails end up in unrequited folders. So make sure you check your mails thoroughly every time. Okay. And if you do get some assignment in the classes, you do not have to worry. That's only for your practice. This is only the assignments given in class. Okay. Unless the mentor has asked you to, unless we or the mentor have specifically asked you to submit the assignment, you do not have to do it. That's just for your practice. Okay. Yeah. So one of the very important topics, projects. Okay. As I mentioned, the projects will be given in mid of June to most of you. Again, this is only tentative. Okay. Based on how much portion is covered. Now, by chance your curriculum is not covered, so enough portion is not covered, we'll definitely not be able to give you projects in the mid of June. So provided that everything goes smoothly and all the topics are covered, you will get the project in the mid of June. All right, the minor project. For the minor project, you will have a timeline of 1 week to complete and submit. And for the major project, you will be given a timeline of 2 weeks. Please don't come saying that this is not sufficient time and all. We do know, we have analyzed over the years, and that's why this is devised. The minor project is it's more than enough. The 1 week which is given, it's more than enough to submit. And for major project, it's 2 weeks which the deadline will be given. Okay. And minor project has to be done individually. All of you have to do it on your own. And for the major project, we will be assigning you a group. Okay. And yeah, those of you who submit the minor project will get the course completion certificate. Okay. And if you submit the major project, you will get the internship completion certificate. So to get course completion, you have to submit minor project, and to get internship completion certificate, you have to submit major project. Under no circumstance you will receive any certificate unless you submit the project. Okay. So yeah, certain times you might have some genuine reason due to which you are not able to stick to the deadline given to you. So in that case, drop a mail to support@verzeo.com stating your reason for requesting an extension in deadline, and we will look into it. And if it's genuine, we'll definitely help you out and give you an extension. Okay. Yeah, so some of you might have joined with your friends or colleagues or anyone, and you might want to be teamed up with them for the project. So what you have to do is, in the end of June, when the major project is assigned, you will get a Google Classroom invite. Okay, so check the invite, and at that time, if you are not paired with whoever you want to be, then you have to drop a mail to support@verzeo.com with the email ID of you and your friend, whoever wants to be with you in the project. When you mail, we will see to it that we allot the same group to you together. Okay. Don't mail right now or before the projects are given, because we'll not be able to make change. Or you might have told someone when you registered that you want to be with your friend, but unless you intimate the support team, we will not be able to make the changes. So make it a point when the Google Classrooms are assigned. If you want to be teamed with your friend or colleague, whoever it is, drop a mail at that time to support@verzeo.com with the registered email IDs of the students who want to be in the same group. Okay. And you cannot create social media group. I mentioned that clearly in the previous slides, that no form of social media group is allowed. Yeah. All right. So the projects will be sent out to you from project@verzeo.com. Okay. Make a note of this. project@verzeo.com, you will receive a mail about the project. So there will be a link where you can see your project, and there will be a link, there will be a click here to submit button where you have to submit the project. Okay. So when you click on the click here to submit button, you will be redirected to a Google form where all the details will be pre-filled. Okay. So whatever details you have given to us while registering, we will be filling the form with that details, and all you have to do is just submit your project. Okay. There'll be a upload button where you have to submit the project. So that's all you have to do. In case you see any wrong details in the form, okay, please listen to me very carefully. If you see any wrong details in the form, intimate to the support team. Okay, don't take it on yourself to change the details, because even if you change the details, we will not accept your project then, because there'll be a discrepancy in the details we have and the details you're filling. So if there's anything wrong, let us know and we will fix it. You cannot do it. If you do, then there'll be an issue with your project and certificates. Okay. So make sure you have given us the wrong details, and if there's anything to be changed, let us know right now, which if you have noticed, or in the end when the projects are given, if you see any wrong detail in the form, at least inform us then that the details have to be changed. Okay. Yeah. And regarding the submission, I see a lot of people have this doubt. So there'll be an option to upload one file. So in case you guys have multiple files to be uploaded, do a thing, create a folder in Drive, okay, your Google Drive, create one folder and upload all the files that you want to submit. Okay, then submit just the Drive link in place of the project and we'll get all the files. So don't end up doing like, you'll submit one file in the project and then you'll say, oh, I'm not able to submit another response. I only was able to submit one. So make sure you, in case you have to submit multiple files, create a Drive folder, submit, upload all the files in that Drive folder and submit the link to the same and we'll receive it. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts you have regarding your project, regarding classes, whatever doubts you have, send it to support@verzeo.com. It's support@verzeo.com. Send it out to this email ID and all your doubts will be clarified regardless of what it is. Okay. You have technical doubts, you have about the classes, about the subject, any doubts you have, send it to support@verzeo.com and we will redirect you accordingly. Okay. Yeah. So about the certificates, as I mentioned, course completion certificate will be given after evaluating your minor project. So it will take somewhere around 3 to 4 weeks. It's written 2 to 3, but since we get a high volume of submissions, it'll take at least 3 to 4 weeks to evaluate your project. So don't get restless once you have submitted the project. We'll take 3 to 4 weeks. So only after that you'll get the certificate. Okay. And once you've submitted the major project, again it will take 3 to 4 weeks to evaluate it, and then you will get the internship completion certificate. All right. Yeah. That's all from this slide. Yes. Again, if you have any queries, feel free to reach out to us on support@verzeo.com. Also, guys, whatever doubts you have, do not keep spamming. Just write one mail concisely, whatever doubts you have. Make a list of all of it and write one mail to support. Okay, we'll definitely answer it within 24 to 48 hours. There's no mail which goes unanswered. So be rest assured that you'll definitely get a reply. But do not send multiple mails about the same thing, or do not, in one mail you wrote some query and other mail you wrote some query. So then it becomes very difficult for us to keep track of your queries. So, if you follow a certain protocol, it will be definitely very easy for us to help you out. If you follow all the deadlines, all the given guidelines properly, then you'll definitely not have any issue with your program. Okay. But if you just go haywire and do whatever you want, then there'll definitely be problems. Okay. So please make sure you follow all the guidelines which are given. And yeah, so any queries you have, send it to support@verzeo.com. We will be replying you. Okay, every time you'll get an automated reply saying that one of our agent will get back to you within 24 hours. And there'll be also a PDF attached to that mail. So that PDF is just sent to you so that if you can check and resolve your query on your own. Regardless of that, we will definitely be replying to you. We will not call you up. We will be replying on email only. Okay. Don't think that we'll be calling you. We'll be replying on the email itself within 24 hours. Okay. Typically within 24 hours, you will get a reply. Yeah, with the PDF, you can try to solve your doubt, but if it's not solved, do not worry. We'll be definitely replying, and there'll be a ticket ID with a random number, random digits assigned to that ticket. So that's just for our reference to keep a track of the queries. You do not have to worry about that either. So you will just get a reply, see your reply, and check if your doubt is resolved. And you can follow up on the same thread itself. Do not create a new, do not compose a new mail every time something's there. You can just follow up on the same mail, on the same thread. Okay. Yeah, so this is in case you do not want to email. We also have a support phone number where you can call us. So please make a note of this. It's 080-471-66567. It's displayed on the screen as well. Please check and make a note of the same. This number is available between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Check the timings as well, guys. If you call us between 2 to 3 p.m., again, you will not get any reply. Or if you call us after 8 p.m. and before 11 a.m., again, you will not get a response. So you'll just be frustrated for no reason. So rather, just take a note of the timings and call us between this time only. And you can call us any day of the week. We work on all days. So yeah, you can reach out to us anytime between these timings on any days. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all from my end. So I have briefly discussed about the classes, where the classes will be held, about the LMS, and I've spoken about the projects, the certificates, and how you can contact us. So if you guys have any doubt regarding any of this, please post it in the chat box, and I'll be answering all that for you. Please take advantage of this opportunity, because again, after this, if you have any doubt, you'll have to mail on support and wait for 24 hours for a reply. Rather, whatever doubt you have, post it in the chat box, and I'll definitely answer all of it for you. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We're really glad that you have opted Verzeo as your learning partner, and I hope you have an amazing learning experience with us. Okay, I'll just take up the questions and answer one by one. Praneet is asking if we can join classes with mobile, or do we need laptop or PC? You can join the classes from any device. That's not a problem. But depending on what projects or assignments you're given, maybe you will need a laptop or PC. So it depends on what course you have taken. Okay, Akhila, if it says that email ID is already taken, drop a mail to support@verzeo.com. We will check and give you the correct link for your account. Okay. Kusuma, the class timings have been mentioned in the agenda. As I told, the agenda would have been mailed to you from onboarding@verzeo.com. Check for that. In case you have not received, wait for a day or two, or check your LMS tomorrow or day after, and you'll be able to see the agenda. Agenda has the topic, the date, and the timing of the classes. Okay. Mahesh, yes, you have to create your Zoom account. Sivanesh is asking if I can pin the Verzeo contact number. Yeah, sure. Just give me a moment. Okay, what else? Classes will run in Zoom meeting or others. Rajdeep, yes, the classes will go on Zoom if you have opted for live classes. Gaurav, no, the attendance will not matter to get your certificate. That's the course completion and internship completion. But there might be certain other things which will need attendance. So it's recommended that all of you do, maintain a percentage of 80%. Akanksha, the timings are mentioned in the agenda. Please check that. Bindu, you are not supposed to create LMS account with different email IDs. You have to use one email ID, which you have given us while registering. We'll give the access only to that. If you use some other email ID, how are we supposed to figure out that it's you? We'll not be able to track, right? So you have to make sure you create your account only with the registered email ID. And yeah, we have posted the number in the chat box for those of you who want to note down the number. Please do the same. Yeah, we will be giving only digital certificates. We will not send physical certificates. Certificate will be emailed to you from support@verzeo.com once the evaluation is completed. Do not worry, guys. Shivam, you do not have to worry. We'll teach all concepts from the basics. So there's no need to worry at all. You do not have to have any prior knowledge of the subject. Everything will be taught from scratch. Jay, we do not, it's not guaranteed placements. If you have percentage of attendance percentage of 90% and above, we will be referring you to our partner companies, and we'll also be giving you certain free courses. So it's not guaranteed. It's something which we are doing as a, it's an additional thing which we are doing to provide some value to you guys. So it's not guaranteed. Please refrain from posting random messages in the chat box. If you have any genuine doubts or concerns, post that and I'll definitely take it up. But other than that, refrain from answering each other's questions or posting any random messages. Guys, if you have any doubts, please post it or I will wrap up the session. Please make full use of this opportunity and post your doubts. Nandam, what exactly do you want to know about projects? If you can specify, I can help you out. No, I'm so sorry, guys. There's no chance of changing the timings because we have to cater to all of you. There are thousands of students, and we have to keep in mind everyone's availability. And that's why the classes are designed in a way that it's always set after 8 p.m. Sorry, I'm so sorry, after 5 p.m. So we have the classes between 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to accommodate all of you. So based on that, we have already set the class timings, and we are so sorry, but the timings cannot be changed. That is why if you have missed any class and you cannot make it, you can check it out on LMS, and that will not be a problem. Mahesh, please download the Zoom application online and click on sign up and you'll be able to create your Zoom account. Sagnik, yes, today this is just like a refresher thing, just to make you aware of all the process and what exactly will go on. Your classes will start according to the agenda. So some of you might have class tomorrow. Just check your agenda. You'll know when your class starts. Okay. Mr. Smarter, no, we do not create WhatsApp group. I just repeated it like multiple times in the presentation. We will not create any WhatsApp groups, and neither can you. Okay. And Vakas, no, We will not issue physical certificates. We'll only be sending digital certificates to you over email. Oh, yes, good question, Sudeep. Guys, when you check your dashboard, you might see something called content videos. Okay. You do not really have to watch the videos under that section. That is just the older videos of the older batch videos, which are uploaded there for your reference. That is not part of your batch. So when your classes start, it will be uploaded under live recording sessions. There'll be another tab called live recording sessions, and all the classes will be posted under that. So just go there and watch the certificates. I'm so sorry, watch the classes. You do not have to watch the content videos. Okay. Jay, yes, the course is definitely helpful to improve your portfolio. You can always add the certification to your resume, right? So any skill which you learn is definitely helpful to enhance your CV. So yeah, that's all I would say about that. Kumar, what type of projects will be given? It depends on your course and the batch. So it changes every month. If you, I can't really give you a sample project right now because every month the projects keep changing. But all the projects will be given based on what is taught to you in class. It'll be an application of what is taught in class. So you'll have to solve that. I made an account in LMS. My first and last names are mixed up. Ashwin, you can edit your profile and change the name. You don't have to email us regarding that. You can just make the changes yourself. Just the name. Don't change your email ID and all that. Just change your name, and that should be fine. Mr. Smartner, no, see, the project, the original certificate itself will be emailed to you. There'll be a reference ID in the bottom using which you can verify the certificates on our website. We will not email and we will not give any physical certificate. Only the digital certificate will be emailed to you. Okay. Shiva, for the project, you will be given a Google Classroom. As I told you, there'll be a Google Classroom assigned to the group on which you have to interact. You can have a Google Meet within the classroom, that's allowed. You can have a Google Meet or you can discuss within the Google Classroom. And that's how you interact with your teammates. Ravi Teja, in LMS, I can only watch the previous, but I can't ask queries with mentors. So that's why I asked option to change. Uh, I'm so sorry, I did not get you, Ravi Teja. If you have any queries to ask the mentors, you can email it to support@verzeo.com. We will solve it or we will forward it to the mentor and it will be resolved. Okay. Bindu, ma'am, no courses are enrolled in my dashboard. Bindu, if you have completed the payment and you cannot see your course, then please drop a mail to support@verzeo.com. We'll help you out with that. Prashant, the class timing will be mentioned in the class mail. So at that time, you just have to click on connect to class. Make sure you're logged into Zoom and you will join the class on time. Jay, good question once again. No, once you have submitted, you will not be able to make the changes. So please be careful what you submit. Make sure you're submitting the right thing because there'll be an option only to submit it once. Tanushya, what do you mean by demo project? I didn't get you. Shadow, I'm so sorry, we do not give physical certificates. If your college needs any verification, we can help you out with that, but we only give digital certificates. Suchitra, we have classes between 5 to 8 p.m. only. You can check the agenda for timings. On the weekdays, it's definitely between 5 to 8 p.m. Yes, you definitely can change your teammates for the project. I just told you that if you want to be paired up with someone, drop us a mail when the major projects are assigned. Don't drop a mail right now. email us when the major project is assigned. Who do you want to be teamed up with? Send their email ID and your email ID, and we'll make the changes. Tanusha, what kind of assistance are you looking for? Also, guys, I don't see any more questions posted. So let me tell you, we have a series of webinars which are additional to the classes. Okay, we have a separate set of webinars which are running. These are completely free. Okay, so every time there's a webinar, we'll be sending out emails to you guys. So this is an initiative to provide value to our Verzeo community, wherein you will be trained on all the soft skills and all the job relevant skills which you need. So what happens is we see that a lot of you are behind technical knowledge, but you don't really know how to apply it when you're seeking jobs. So what we are trying to do is bridge that gap. So we bring in uh, reputed mentors from different areas, from reputed companies, and we have them interact with you guys to provide assistance regarding any topic. So we have a wide varieties of topics covered from AI, data science, UI, UX, etc. So this is just like I can't even sum up. There's a wide variety of topics. Please make sure you join the same. So tomorrow we have a webinar coming up on just let me check. Yeah, so it's on introduction to how to work on AI research papers. So this webinar is tomorrow from 7 to 8 p.m. So every time there's a webinar, we'll be sending out the emails to you. Okay. Do make sure you join the same, and you'll be also getting certificates for those webinars if you have attended. We have put up a form in the chat box. You can fill that up to register yourself for the webinar. I do recommend all of you make full use of this opportunity because such chances don't come up quite often. So do make a point that you make the most of these chances. Shreyas, I just told you that for the project, we'll be creating a Google Classroom in which you have to coordinate with your teammates. Kumar Janardhan, it's not necessary that you have class on Sunday. Please check the agenda. You will be able to see on what dates, what day, and what time you have the classes. Okay. Pravalika, I didn't get you. What do you mean by registration number? You have to sign up on Zoom using your email ID. Guys, do post any question that you have, or I'll be winding up the session within 5 minutes. Guys, we have posted the form for to register for the webinar. Those of you who are interested, please register yourself and make sure you join the webinar. So the one tomorrow at 7 p.m. is introduction on how to work on AI research papers. These are all premium events with premium personalities. So yes, please make sure you join it and make the most of it. This will be held on YouTube. Guys, I'm so sorry. The class timings cannot be changed. The timings are fixed. Check the agenda and classes will go on according to that only. This is the poster for tomorrow's webinar, which I just spoke about. You can see that the topic is Introduction on How to Work on AI Research Papers. It's day after, I'm so sorry, I think it's day after, May 7th, 7 to 8 p.m. So our mentor would be Ramit Sani, and he's an alumni of Georgia Tech, and he's an engineering manager at Tower Research. Okay, so please register yourself using the link posted in the chat box. If any of you is not able to see the course in your dashboard even after completing the payment, please wait for a day or two and you will definitely be able to see it. Even then, if you cannot, then drop a mail to support@verzeo.com and you will get the enrollment. We'll see to it. Meghna, there's a form posted in the chat box. Please check that, fill it, and once you fill and register yourself, you'll get the link to join the webinar. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's all from my end. Thanks again for opting Verzeo as your internship partner. I hope you all have a very good experience and all the best. Do reach out to us if you need any kind of assistance. And thank you. Have a nice evening, all of you.